Hello dear learners, this is Dr. Sedhupathy, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science with Artificial Intelligence and Data Science, Dr. SNS Rajalakshmi College of Arts and Science, Coimbatore. So today we are going to discuss about do-while loop in C language. So basically we have already discussed about what is loops, how loops going to be used in C language, and about for loop and about while loop. And agenda for the discussion will be introduction about do while loop and syntax, flowchart of do while loop, and how do while loop works, and example program. Here is a brief about do while loop. The do while loop is a variant of while loop that differs primarily in the location of the condition occurs in your program. So basically, as we discussed earlier, while loop having its condition part at the beginning of the line itself, whereas in do while loop which checks the condition at the bottom of the segment of loop. Unlike the while loop which checks the condition before executing the loop's body, the do while loop checks the condition after the loop's body has been executed, which means in do while the segment of code resides inside the loop will execute at least once, regardless of whether the condition is initially true or false. The next thing about do while loop is syntax. Here is the do while loop starts with the keyword do and the open parenthesis and a set of statements, or it may be a single statement which belongs to encountered with the open parenthesis and close parenthesis. After that there is a while keyword within condition statement and it ends with a semicolon. The do keyword marks the beginning of the loop. The code block within curly braces is the body of the loop which contains the code you want to repeat. The while keyword is followed by a condition enclosed in the parenthesis. And here is the flowchart for the do while loop. It initializes the value and executes the body of the loop. Once the body of the loop executed, there is an increment or decrement value. After that only it goes for the test conditions. As we discussed earlier, you can see from the flowchart the body of the loop is executed at least once unless otherwise the condition is true or false, whatever it is. Then it checks for the condition. If it is false, it goes out of the loop. If it is true, again it goes to execute the body of the loop. Here is how the while loop works. The body of do while loop is executed at least once, as we discussed earlier itself. After that only it checks for the test condition expression. If the test expression is true, the body of the loop is executed. And again, test expression is evaluated once more. This process goes on until test expression becomes false. If test expression is false, the loop ends or the loop goes out of the do while segment, which is it goes immediate next line after do while segment. Here is an example. This program is used to add numbers until user enters 0, which means users can continuously give input numbers. Once the user gives 0 as input, the program terminates and output shows the sum of the given inputs. You can check the do while segment here. Before that there is a there is an initialization part, a double number comma sum equal to 0, and inside the do while statement there is a printf statement and there is a scanf statement which is used to give input number, and the value of the number is summed and assigned into the variable sum. After that the while condition is checked with while number not equal to 0, which means if user enters the value 0, the condition becomes fail, then the control comes out of the loop. The result will be printed as sum of all the numbers user input. Here is the output, denotes the right side. First number is 1.5, second one is 2.4, then minus 3.4, then 4.2. After that user enters the value 0, all the sum we will get the answer as 4.70. So thank you for your patient listening, my dear learners. I would like to look forward you all with some other interesting topic related with C programming. Thank you once again, all of you. Thank you so much.